kids. Today we will have discussions for class 10th, and the subject will be economics. Somebody gave me a call that sir, we need some assistance in economics. They are not the students of our school, but they are eager to know about it. So come on, we will go with economics. First, when we talk, what is economics? First, we have to understand what is economics. Just understand it. When the term economics comes, as we were studying in the junior classes, when force comes, one thing went in the mind: push or pull is force. Similarly, when we talk about economics, these three terms must come in mind. Transaction of money. What? Transaction of money is known as economics. In economy, there must be something transaction. Because I am telling money, I'll give you the background. What were the other things which come in a transaction? But first we must understand that in present day, we know about money. Anything we have to buy, we have to give money for that. So when we will talk about economics, what are the terms which come in our mind? Transaction of money. So nowadays, everybody, if you go to the market, if you go anywhere, if you have to buy something, you have to give money. This is the transaction. Okay? Now first we will understand how the invention of money came into existence. I'll give you a brief history of that. First, primitive tribes used to live in jungles. Gradually, they came down from the jungle and settled near the river bank, where they could do agriculture. Okay? Now they started living in social structure, that is in neighborhoods. 4 or 5 houses were built at one place. Again, far away place some settlement was there. Again, far away place some settlement was there. People were living. Okay. Now, suppose I talk about Patliputra, Patna. Patna's old name was Patliputra, which is settled at the river Ganga. There, suppose 3-4 houses were there. Suppose Ram's house, Lakshman's house, Bharat's house, Shatrughan's. I am just using the name to make more clear to you. Suppose Ram's house, if he had some food grains, rice. Lakshman house had dal, pulse. Bharat house had potato. Shatrughan house had chili. So all of a sudden, Ram came to Lakshman and said, I have rice, you have dal. Please give me some dal, I'll give you rice. Then Lakshman also said, okay, this is good, this is fine, I can have some rice. So they exchanged. He gave rice and he got dal. Then again Ram went to Bharat's house Oh, you have potato? I'll give you rice. Please give me some potato. Bharat said, okay, you take some potato, give me some rice. Then Ram told to Bharat, Lakshman has some pulse. You can exchange if you want. So Bharat went to Lakshman's house and he gave him some potato and took some pulse. Then all went to Shatrughan's house. They exchanged with their particulars from Shatrughan and they all were. So every house had some things to their place and they enjoyed their food. Okay. Now this became a custom, just going and exchanging from one house to another the items which they possessed. Now the exchange system started. And this exchange system was called barter system. You understand barter system now? Barter system, in barter system we exchange some goods with each other. There was transaction of goods. Okay. Now somehow Ram went for some work in another village. There he went, he saw there was different type of vegetables there. There were some fruits. There was milk. So he went and called everybody in that village and he said, oh, we have developed a system at my place. We just exchange our goods with each other and we enjoy everything. So why not you all also do the same thing? They were curious. Ram had taken with him some rice. He said, okay, what do you have? So I have milk. You take rice and give me some milk. He went to other house. What do you have? I have fruits, apple. Okay, you take rice, give me apple. In the similar manner, they exchanged things with each other. And now they started enjoying the things which they were not growing. Gradually this system started exchanging of things from each other. This what we'll call barter system. So in barter system there was transaction of goods. Okay. So now, as you know, when there is a problem, some solutions come. So the village of Ram developed one more idea. Okay, there are 5 villages in 2-kilometer radius. So we will make one arrangement. We'll gather on one day per week at the center of the center of all the villages, and they called it bazaar, hart, market. So everybody, whatever they had in their house, they packed it, they kept in the bags, baskets, and brought it to that hart. And they said, suppose I brought egg, Ram brought vegetables, Shyam brought milk. So if I needed milk, I went there. I said, okay, you take some rice and give me milk. He said, okay. We transacted our goods with each other and whatever we needed, we brought it home. Okay. Now, after a few years, some problems started. Suppose I had rice and my family members said that we need egg. You bring egg. I took my goods there in the market. I searched who had egg. I went to him, okay, I said, you take the rice and give me egg. But he said, no. I don't need rice. I need milk. For that I can give you egg. Now the problem started. Both went together in search who needed egg for milk. So in these ways some problems started because always there was no coincidence. If somebody needs something and I have the other thing, that we call double coincidence of exchange. These two words you have to learn: barter system, transaction of goods, double coincidence incident. So now problem started. There was a chaos. I took my rice and I wanted egg, but I could not get the people who definitely required some rice for egg. So we started searching with each other, but there was chaos. We could not get the things as we required, so we had to make a lot of compromise in exchange. Now the people said, what is the solution of this problem? If we don't have double coincidence, then by thinking, they discovered, oh, okay, we can invent one item and it must have some value. And then the invention of coin, rupee, came into existence. Okay? Now we started having coins, and whatever thing we needed, we went to the market, and suppose I want rice, I had taken with me some coins, I gave to the man who had rice. Suppose I gave him 10 coins, I took the rice. Somebody needed milk, he went to the man who had milk, he gave him some coins, he took the milk. In this way, the invention of coin, which we now call money, came into existence. Now situation became easy. Everybody was enjoying, because now there was no problem of barter system. In barter system, one thing was coin. So no problem. Now the society was going spontaneously, smoothly. There was no problem in exchange system. The economy was going. Now, therefore, I call it the transaction of money for any goods. Now we don't transact goods for goods. We transact good for money. If we want to get something, we pay for it in the form of money or rupee. Okay. Now these are clear. What are the main terms which you know? One is transaction of money, second is double coincidence, third is barter system, and fourth is money. Now the economy started flowing and rising. Whoever had more money, they had the capacity to buy anything. Whoever had less money, they were laboring to get more money. The society was going on. There was no problem. But suppose Ram had got a lot of money. Now the problem came. Where will we keep this money? He used to put in a pot and put under the earth. Either he has to lock in some box. But still problem started. There was robbery in those days. The robbers and the thief used to come and take out the pot, take out the money, robbing of money started. So again one problem started. If I have money, I was always afraid that somebody will take it away from me. If I was bringing money from the market in the evening, robber would stop, take out the money. So a great problem started. Now people started thinking, what now? Again I said, necessity is the mother of invention. When we have problems, we search for solutions. As nowadays there is problem of corona disease, everybody is searching. Our scientists, our developed countries are searching for some solution some remedy. Similarly, any problem which occurs, then everybody starts searching for its solution. Now, what was the problem in economics? The keeping of money at house and the taking of money from market in the evening period. There was always fear that somebody will rob it, somebody will steal it. So this fear started growing. In the night, the owner of the house would not sleep, and they were always in problem what to do with this money, where to keep it. Gradually, a system started to keep the money safe, and that system is bank. Now, somehow how the bank developed, that is another issue, but bank came into existence. Bank management said to the people, okay, I will keep your money secured. You can deposit all your money to me, and whenever you need, you can take your money, you can withdraw your money anytime. In the beginning, people were little apprehensive whether the bank will run away or not, what will happen. But they thought, okay, the robber runs. But still people were apprehensive about the bank, whether we should keep in the bank or not. Now, the bank gave them some incentives. They said, okay, if you keep your 100 rupee in my bank, I will give you some interest on it. I can give you 2%, 3%, 4% interest for that. In 1 year, your money will become 104 rupees. So that is your benefit. Now people thought, okay. So they started keeping little money in the bank. Suppose somebody kept 100 rupees and they were waiting for 1 year, they got 104 rupees. They said, okay, it's fine. Now everybody in the area, in the village started depositing their money in the bank. Suppose they had surplus money, they would deposit all the surplus money in the bank. Now everybody started depositing the money in the bank. Bank saw, okay, everybody comes, in 1 month they saw that I am getting 1,000 deposit. And withdrawal or taking of the money from the bank by the depositor was very less. Suppose he had 1,000 money, people were withdrawing 100, 200, 800 rupees was with the bank. And he had to give some interest also. So he thought, why not I spend 500 rupees to the people who are in need and charge them more interest? They developed the idea. Now bank had 1,000 rupees. He said, okay, 500 I will give to the people who are in need. He called the people, those who want money, those who want to do some business, you come, I will give you money, 100 rupees. Like that he called 5 people. He said, okay, I'll give you 100, but you have to pay some interest to me. You have to pay 10% interest to me. He was giving to people 4% and he started taking interest 10%. Now 6% was his earning. So bank thought this is a very good idea. There was his deposit 1,000. He took out 500 and gave to the borrower. And the borrower used it, they earned it, they returned to the bank. Bank was very happy. Okay, I am earning. So bank started growing, flourishing. And people were interested. They were getting, depositor were getting their interest, borrower were getting money to do their work. So bank started growing. And anybody who needed used to go to the bank. But somehow or other, a new problem arose. Suppose bank gave 500 rupees to 5 people, 100 to 5 people. Now he has 500 rupees with himself. Now somehow or other, those who have borrowed the money became incapable of returning the money. They were not in the position to return money. They have to spend the money, some died, some lost their money, some got no profit in their business, they were at a loss. Now a problem arose with the bank. He started thinking, bank started thinking, if they will not return, how will I return the money to the depositors? And what will be my profit? So I'll be at a loss. So they developed a new idea. They thought, okay, I will give money with some conditions. I will give money, I will lend the money to the borrower with some conditions. They prepared a condition. Now bank has prepared a condition to give you credit, to give you money. He said, okay, suppose Mr. Ram went to bank. He said, I need 100 rupees. I said, okay, we will give you 100 rupees. We will charge 10%. Ram said, okay, I'll give you 10% also. Two conditions. Third, they said, okay, Ram, if you don't return the money, then Ram said, no, I will return the money. Now said, if in any case you will not return the money, then Ram said, then what should be done? I don't have any idea. They said, okay, Ram, do you have house? Yes. So we will keep the house as collateral in the bank. Collateral is some asset which is under the bank till you return your money, till you return the debt. Ram said, okay. So Ram made a paper that the house will be in the hand of bank till I repay the money. Now documents was prepared for that, and after that, how Ram will return, mode of repayment was made. So 4 conditions while giving money, while taking money from bank. One was collateral was given to bank. 2 was how I will return the money, that condition was decided. 3rd was repayment modes, how it was, and 4th was the interest rate. So these are the conditions for borrowing money from bank. You understood this? Understood? How does money from bank functions? Now, bank was relaxed. Okay, I have taken the collateral. When Ram does not return, I will sell it and take the money. So these were the conditions. Now, nowadays also in modern days, if somebody wants to do some business or do anything, he goes to bank, tell his conditions. Bank said, okay, what are the asset which you can give for the collateral? The person describes about it, and after that bank gives you money. And it is the duty of the borrower to repay the money. If it does not return, if he becomes defaulter, fault, if he creates fault, that is called defaulter. Then the bank sells the asset which it has taken as collateral and takes the money. Understood the banking system? Any problem? No. This is one side. One is the credit system of bank. It gives the money to the loaner, they work, and how it takes the money back, you understood it? Work of bank you have understood? Okay. Now, the words money, evolution, you understood how money was evolved. Now, all the functions, all the transactions of world is going by this money. And bank plays a very important role in the development of an individual or of a country or of any enterprise. So bank is very necessary. What? Second, here one more thing. In village, many people don't have money, don't have asset, don't have land, but they need money. They ask some rich people, individual people, please give me some money. I will return, in this time. The rich man is ready to give him money. He also tries to take some security. If the poor man, if the borrower is not in a position to give the money, the rich man takes the money forcefully. So he lend the money at very high interest. Suppose if you are getting from bank at 10%, this rich man who does the business of transacting money, they take 40%, 30% as they wish. And the poor who does not have money is forced to, compelled to take the money from them. So there are two types of money lender. One is bank and one are these individual people. The bank are called formal sector, where you have to make all the documents, okay? And these individual people are called informal sector. There are two sectors of money lending. There are two sectors of credit giving. One is formal sector and one is informal sector. Understood? Clear? The formal sector, you have documents, and if you get money from formal sector, their interest rate is very appropriate. It is less. But when you go and take money from informal sector, their interest rate is very high. So if somebody needs for short period, they can go for informal sector. But if you need money for long periods, then you should try to get money from formal sector. But there are a lot of problems in our country where the formal sector, attitudinal problems are there. They don't lend money to the required or to the needy person, because there are so many documentations that a man who need money is sometimes frustrated. So it is the work of the bank and work of our government to look after this point, so that any people who need money, if their cause is genuine, they must get money from bank. In another countries, banking system is very liberal and they give money to the needy people. They do their business, their enterprises. So now we have understood how money came in the world and how the transaction is going by the bank, how there is the bank working, what is formal sector, what is informal sector. These words are clear to you? Okay. Now two more things we must understand. How do we take money from the bank? There are many ways. If I have deposited my money, then the bank keep the record. It gives me a book, a small book, where it has mentioned how much money I have deposited. That is called passbook. So everyone who opens account in bank, they get a passbook. Second thing is how they will take the money from the bank. So earlier, a system has started which was called withdrawal form system. There was one form which was known as withdrawal slip. We just went to the bank, filled it, gave it to the bank staff. They saw, okay, you have deposited money, you need this much. They used to give us. After that, bank give a facility. If you don't want to go to the bank, they give a checkbook. They allotted checkbook to their depositor. Now the depositor used to fill it up, made his signature and sent by anyone to the bank. And the bank staff would check it whether it is your signature, your checkbook, and then he used to give to the money to. Okay, to system withdrawal. Nowadays, information technology has gone to such a height that now you don't need to go to a bank. Bank give you a card which is known as debit card, credit card, ATM card. And they have built lot of kiosks where they put the money and you go, enter your card and you get the money. So now you need not go to the bank. Another system has developed now. You can make your payments by internet banking. So now people have got lot of benefits from bank. Only time it is needed to go to bank to open your account. And after that, bank has given you so much facilities that you can operate and transact your money sitting at your house. Somebody, if you want to buy something, you go to a shop and suppose you buy a car. If you have to pay 1 lakh rupees, you can pay there by your debit card, credit card. You can transfer the money to the car owner company. If you can stay at home also and you can make the payments. That is the internet bank system, online system. So now the banking system has given lot of facilities which you can enjoy. But technology, it is a technology, you must be very alert, very conscious while transacting your money from the card. Because there are a lot of fraudism also. So you must not give your details of your card or of your any system which bank has given you to anybody. There are many fake calls also from somebody. They say that they are speaking from bank and they need these things from you. You never give those things to anybody. No bank makes you call that we need these numbers from you. So you have to be alert, you have to be safe while operating these logistics. So this is the banking system. Now you got how can you get loan from bank, what is barter system, what is double coincidence, and what is the transaction system. Okay? Formal sector, informal sector. And regarding this, you will have gone through all the thing. Now you can go with this chapter, bank, money and credit. It's a very small chapter. You have understood everything about this. Now, whatever the words I have spoken, you have to write with each word in your own language. You have to make work. Suppose I said, what is double coincidence? You have to write. What is credit? You have to write. What is collateral? You have to write. What is asset? Any word, any new words which you are using. What is barter system? What is transaction? What is formal sector? What is informal sector? These are the things you have to write one. I have got some homework from class 10. But there are very few students who have responded to the last lecture. So respond as quickly as possible. Okay, do the homework and respond back. Okay, thank you.